Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Associate Director for the Television and Entertainment Division, Bruce Walker.
Hello, and welcome to those of you here at the Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment Studios, and those of you watching on DKN, the District Knowledge Network. It's a special program. It's a DKN Sports special. Recently, we decided to expand the programming on DKN Sports, and DCSAA has been a vital partner in helping us do so. Tonight is evidence of that. But DKN is not alone. We have two other networks, DCC, the District Council Channel, and DCN, the District of Columbia Network, where we provide programming for the community. So let's take a moment and take a look at this and enjoy the show.
It's a brand new season. New shows, hot entertainment, and all the events you won't want to miss. And it's all DC. DCC, your front row seat to the gavel coverage and all the ways your city is working for you. Build your knowledge, expand your horizons with the District Knowledge Network, plus more local sports from across the district showcased unlike anywhere else. You can watch us online on our website or check out our YouTube channel. Search Entertain DC.
DKN Sports and the DC State Athletic Association proudly present the 2017 High School Hall of Fame Awards, honoring the inaugural class of inductees representing some of the legends in DC high school athletics.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Director of the Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment, Angie Gates.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the DC Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment. But what I'm very proud to say is we are the home of the DCSAA Hall of Fame. And congratulations to the honorees. Your contribution in your careers and your contribution to the community in all 8 wards represents what DC is today, and you have created a pathway for the future generation. So we appreciate and we honor you this evening. So you saw that fancy video there. We've been very busy here at the entertainment office. We've made it a point to take the time and highlight the various talents of the district's creative team. Not only the creatives that specialize in music, filmmaking, producing, and directing, but those individuals that have created products and distribute products, made in DC products here in the nation's capital. So for us, it's important that our community has a voice, and it's important that we utilize our resources to elevate the district up, but more importantly, elevate the residents up. I have to get a special shout out to Kathy Hughes. Kathy Hughes is a wonderful legend in and of herself. She has been my mentor for a very long time, and we are delighted to have you here this evening. I also would like to give a special thank you to our wonderful mayor, Mayor Muriel Bowser. not only for her leadership, but for the support of the creatives and for the support of the sports community. We really appreciate her standing behind us and allowing us to continue to create the product that we have done thus far, and yet there's definitely more to come. For tonight, it's very special. We are making history, and it's really due to the hard work, the dedication, the tireless efforts that have been done by the executive director of DCSAA, Clark Ray. And we gotta just pause for a moment and understand that these nights don't just happen at the blink of an eye. It happens with an entire team. So with Clark Ray, his team, and the OCTFME team, we've been able to make what was a dream actually become a reality. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Clark Ray.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Director Gates, for that introduction. And please let me echo her welcome to all of our honorees, their family, and friends. The district tonight is going to join many other state high school associations across the country in recognizing and honoring those who've excelled in sport and or who have given so much time and energy. It is a very special occasion, and I am humbled to be part of it. I could not stand here today in the position that I have in high school athletics were it not for those who we're about to honor tonight. For it is your backs and your shoulders that I stand on, and I am eternally grateful for your hard work, your good deeds, and sacrifices. Before we begin, I would like to take the opportunity to thank a few individuals who've helped to make this night possible. First, a big thank you and acknowledgement of my team at DCSAA for their hard work and dedication. Simply the best group anyone could ask to work with. A big thank you to the folks at the Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment for their hospitality and for hosting tonight's event. A special thank you to my friend and the Director Gates for her leadership and her willingness to partner with DCSAA to create sport platforms that provide our student athletes with exposure and new outlets in which to showcase their talents. Our partnership is a great example of government working together for those that we serve, and in this case, it's our student athletes. I also want to thank Bruce Walker and his team for their flexibility, creativity. What folks are experiencing tonight is a result of their vision and hard work, and it is no easy task to put on a quality event. You know, once we announced our inaugural class of inductees, my phone, all of them, my desk, my cell, my home phone was ringing off the hook. Folks wanting to know how to get in and how to be a part of this. It's, you know, one individual, though, sticks out. He would call, and he wanted to be here tonight. And we talked, and his schedule just would not work with our date. He had a prior commitment. So, and that prevented him from being able to attend. However, he recorded a video message for our honorees, a class act that needs no introduction, the District of Columbia's own James Brown.
I think most people know that high school sports are an important part of the fabric of many communities, and make no mistake about it, Washington, D.C. is solidly in that mix. From the ball fields to the gyms, the District of Columbia takes pride in its athletics. There is a commitment from youth coaches to high school and beyond. I know, as a child, I grew up in Northeast Washington, D.C., and went to Bertie Backus Middle School. And to this day, I can still remember the things I learned on the neighborhood courts and certainly at Backus. Many of these lessons stuck with me through my college days at Harvard and even to today in my career as a broadcaster. And now, thanks to the DC State Athletic Association, we have a way to honor a select few of the men and women who have made an impact, a tremendous impact on our community and beyond. The inaugural class to be inducted to the DCSAA High School Hall of Fame has achieved unbridled success in athletics. And included in this group is one of the greatest basketball players ever, some of our best coaches, administrators, and advocates. Now, these men and women have combined for hundreds of years of success and service in athletics, but more importantly, they have touched the lives of thousands of the district's children. Their impact continues to be felt daily, and in some instances, the young adults they molded are now grown men and women sharing the knowledge they learned from our inductees. Congratulations to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Master of Ceremonies and host of the Ricardo Report on DKN Sports, Chad Ricardo.
DKN Sports, a platform designed to highlight and provide exposure to the worthy student athletes, families, and coaches of the District of Columbia. Beginning with National Signing Day, we started building something special here that has already touched and benefited many, my team at the Ricardo Report included. I'd be remiss if I didn't give thanks to a few very special people here this evening. First and foremost, Clark Ray, with whom I may not be here, Mr. John Avery, Maurice Reed, Bruce Walker, Director Gates, and of course, Mayor Bowser. In collaboration with the DCSAA and DKN Sports, we will continue to serve our youth and provide opportunities for student athletes of the district. Speaking of student athletes, joining us this evening as we celebrate and honor the past in DC high school sports is a young lady who represents the present and the future of scholar athletes, Miss Khadijah Nixon. Khadijah participates in track and field at McKinley Tech High School right here in Ward 5. One more time, everybody, give it up for Miss Khadijah. And now for the part of the evening we have all been looking forward to, the presentation of the 2017 DCSAA High School Hall of Fame inductees. We begin with one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Mr. Elgin Baylor. The Washington native played his first 2 seasons of high school basketball at Phelps before enrolling at Spingarn for his senior year. Baylor was an 11-time NBA All-Star and in 1977 was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Mr. Baylor is on the West Coast tonight and could not join us this evening, but we are proud to honor him with this award. Our next awardee, Alan Chin. Chin spent 18 years as the athletic director at his alma mater, Anacostia High. He also coached golf, swimming, and tennis. He is a lifetime member of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Mr. Chin also served as the athletic director for DC Public Schools from 1991 until he retired in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Chin. Next, Mason Clark. In 1963, Mr. Clark co-founded the Pioneer Athletic Club, today known as the Woodridge Warriors. He has coached and mentored countless youth, of whom 15 played sports professionally. We are pleased to present this award to Mr. Mason Clark. Maurice Collins. This Washington native was one of the most successful high school football coaches in the country. With a career record of 322 wins, 74 losses, and 9 ties, Mr. Collins was the 9th winningest high school football coach of all time when he retired in the 2000 season. Here to accept the award on behalf of the late Moss Collins is his son, Will Collins. Our next awardee, Adrian Dixon. coached cross country as well as track and field at Coolidge High for more than 30 years, guiding his teams to more than 60 championships in the process. Mr. Dixon also coached track and field at the University of the District of Columbia from 1977 to 1981. He is a member of the UDC Athletics Hall of Fame. We present this award to Mr. Adrian Dixon. Up next, a star athlete in his own regard, Al Foreman, went from excelling on the field to being one of the district's top officials, working football, volleyball, and basketball games. He joined the Eastern Board of Officials and officiated numerous Turkey Bowl championship football games. Accepting the award this evening for Mr. Foreman is his widow, Jerlene Foreman. Washington native Bob Headen was a sports star at Cardozo High School. He went on to play basketball and football at St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina, where he was an all-CIAA running back. Mr. Headen made his biggest impact as a coach, building top football and girls basketball teams. He was also one of the finest girls basketball coaches, leading H.D. Woodson to 17 DCPS championships and also 2 city titles. He retired with a 637-98 record. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Headen. And now, Lucille Hester. Ms. Hester was a longtime athletic director and teacher in D.C. public schools who is known for her dedication to getting district youth involved in both traditional and non-traditional sports. Ms. Hester is a major force behind the NCAA National Youth Sports Program and is a member of the DC Hall of Fame and the American Youth Football Hall of Fame. We proudly present this award to Lucille Hester. Another Washington native, Butch McAdams, graduated from Mackin High School and the University of the District of Columbia. Since retiring from coaching, Mr. McAdams continues to host In and Out of Sports, a sports talk show on WOL Radio. For his dedication to DC sports, we are proud to present this award to Butch McAdams. Our next awardee, Wanda Oates, dedicated much of her professional career to promoting opportunities for girls to participate in athletics, beginning as a physical education teacher at Ballou High School. She may be best known, though, for coaching the Ballou boys basketball team to a DCIAA title in 1991. With this award, she is now a 3-time Hall of Fame recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Wanda Oates. Before we move on to 2 very special awards, may we have another round of applause for all of our inductees. Now, it is our pleasure to present the recipients of the DCSAA High School Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Awards. First, Mr. Johnny Grier. Mr. Grier was the first African-American referee in NFL history and the first African-American referee to referee a pro football championship game, which was Super Bowl 22. Mr. Grier moved on to college football in 1972 and was an NFL official from 1981 until 2004 when he became an officiating supervisor. We present this first Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Johnny Grier. Our final award of the evening is presented to Miss Venna Freeman, a physical education instructor at Howard University from 1954 until 1960, when she then began her career at DCPS. Ms. Freeman was the first African-American female to oversee DCPS athletics, a position she held from 1981 until 1988. It is our great pleasure to present this Lifetime Achievement Award to Ms. Benna Freeman. And at this time, it is my pleasure to bring Mr. Clark Ray back to the podium.
All right, what a great night, man. Really and truly, congratulations to all of our inductees. You know, advice comes in two forms, solicited and unsolicited. And in this position and throughout my career, I have been the recipient of both. This next speaker has a unique quality by which she can give you unsolicited advice and leave feeling like you asked for it. You know, I thank her for her friendship, and I thank her for her willingness to mentor me. And with that said, there is no better person to speak on behalf of this inaugural class than her. Please welcome back to the stage DCSAA Hall of Famer, Lucille Hester.
Isn't this a great night? We are here tonight because of a vision. And so let's do a little housekeeping. I would like to please ask Mr. Clark Ray to come forward. Mr. Clark Ray had a vision. And we, the class of 2017, would like to say thank you. So we will give to Mr. Clark Ray a Distinguished Leadership Recognition Award as Executive Director of DC State Athletic Association, and grateful appreciation for your vision in the formation of the District of Columbia State Athletic Inaugural Hall of Fame. Presented, Washington, D.C., June 8th, 2017.
Thank you so much. It's been a great night. I don't think we could, in the District of Columbia, ask for a better inaugural Hall of Fame class. You know, the District of Columbia is an awesome place to live, to work, and play. The district is growing. People want to be here. You know, our budget is balanced, our finances are strong, and this takes leadership. In the district, not only do we have a mayor who's committed to providing affordable housing, providing access to childcare, to keeping us safe, and a mayor who invests and believes in providing quality education to all of our students. And to me, as a parent of a 5-year-old and a 14-year-old, nothing is more important than education. But for me and many others, I am so proud that we have a mayor who stands up and speaks out when our district values are attacked and when our district rights are threatened, whether it be sanctuary city, a commitment to the Paris Agreement. This is leadership at its finest. And I would like to thank her for taking time out of her schedule to attend tonight's event and to offer remarks to our honorees. We are fortunate to have such steady leadership at this time in the District of Columbia. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming our mayor, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Kathy. Good evening, everybody. Well, this is a fun event in our film, television, entertainment, and music office. Let's thank Angie Gates, our hostess, her entire team. I am just delighted to be here, and Clark, thank you for that lovely introduction and your leadership. And I'm honored to be here among our inaugural class of Hall of Famers. Let's hear it for the Hall of Famers. And I see Mrs. Young is here, Tamika Young, who is our city administrator's wife. Give her a big round of applause. Good to see you, Tamika. So I wanted to be here to congratulate this inaugural class, and you all inspire us and remind us of the great role of sport in our life, and especially in the lives of our children. We know that when they are involved in athletics, they learn how to be a good teammate. They learn the discipline of practicing. They learn how to fall down and get back up. They learn sportsmanship. Many of them earn all the way through college for their entire educations. They learn about fitness and health and how to be productive citizens. They find caring adults in their coaches outside of their families. I know many people will remember a coach as a person that helped guide them through life. So I want to thank the coaches among us for helping that kid who was the superstar and the kid who was never going to be the superstar enjoy sport. For our part, we in all of public education are committed to children having well-rounded experiences. I hope you've gotten to know our new Chancellor, Antoine Wilson. If you haven't, please find a way to meet him, to go out to the engagements that he's had around the district in the months that he's been here. And he told me by the end of school, he started on February 1st, he would have visited every DC public school and had an opportunity to meet teachers and students in each one of our schools. One of Chancellor Wilson's commitments is that children not only would have a robust offerings in the classroom, but also in their extracurricular activities, and we know how important that is. We've made the investments and we will continue to make the investments in our facilities, so no matter where you are in Ward 3 or Ward 8, you will have access to quality sports facilities, and that's so important. And then we make investments in our professional sports too, because we know world-class cities have world-class sports teams and sports facilities. Next year, we will open the DC United Stadium for our soccer team. Next year, we will open the Sports and Entertainment Complex at St. Elizabeth's for the Washington Wizards for their practice facility, and the Washington Mystics as their home team. And we welcome this year an arena football league. We have a fantastic basketball team, baseball team, and our hockey team. And eventually we'll have our football team as well. And eventually we will have a champion. And so we're gonna keep rooting, going to sports and enjoying our sports. But I wanted to come quickly to salute our Hall of Famers. Congratulations once again.